Now ask all of our guests to please stand and join the Glencliff High School class of 2021 as we have the national anthem. So everyone please rise. As our class president, valedictorian, salutatorian come up for their remarks, I'd just like to remind everybody of a few things just as we continue to follow protocols. I will ask that at the end of the ceremony tonight that everyone remain in their seats. We will begin dismissing by section and alert you to where graduates will be exiting the building. So at the conclusion of graduation today, please remain seated and we will dismiss by section and let you know where graduates will be exiting. At this time, I am pleased to welcome our SGA President, Shamso Hussein.
Good afternoon. My name is Shamso Hussein, and I am the Student Government Association Senior Class President. And I would like to welcome you to the Glencliff High School 59th Annual Commencement Exercises. As I look into the crowd, I see family, friends, administrators, teachers, and district personnel. I didn't believe that we would have this normal in-person ceremony today, but here we are. It'll be such an amazing moment that will be etched into our minds forever. I would like to thank all health and safety officials and workers that have made it possible for us to hold this ceremony in this auditorium. I would also like to thank everyone here that has held strong through this tough year while we had to distance learn. And lastly, I would like to thank my class for working so hard to get to this moment. Waking up every morning to get up for class, making sure all your credits were up, and enjoying what little time we had left together. Throughout our 4 years of high school, we have shown perseverance, strength, and success. When everything seemed like it was against us, we persevered. When we were told that there was a slight chance of losing our senior year, we lost faith, but we did not give up. Our will was bent but not broken. High school has been an unforgettable journey that has prepared us for the future and whatever it may hold. I stand here before you looking back on the four years of legacies we've made together. Those 4 years in high school I shared with you are some of the most memorable moments and precious moments of my life. As I look at this amazing crowd of scholars, I not only see my classmate, but a family filled with doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, artists, technicians, and bountiful success. So do not shed a single tear today. Today is a day of celebration of you and your hard work. Thank you and good luck.
Now I'd like to welcome to the microphone our salutatorian, Alex Salas Rosales.
Good afternoon. I am Alexandro Salas Rosales, the 2021 salutatorian. I would like to start by thanking everyone who has gotten us here today. We didn't get here by ourselves after all. At least I didn't. My sincerest thanks to all my friends and family, Quizlet and Course Hero, and my ghostwriter, Henry, from Overton. For legal reasons, that was a joke. No, but in all seriousness, thank you so much to all the teachers, my friends, and my family for instilling in me the values to reach the top. Many may find it odd that a boy who could not speak Spanish and English at the age of 3 could become the salutatorian. And let's be honest, I can't speak either language good still. I seemingly reached what many would consider success. I mean, many people consider recognition, money, or titles as a form of success. Yet when I heard that I was salutatorian, the moments of happiness and joy were gone after only a few days. I honestly felt cheated. I sacrificed so much just to be in the position I am in now. I lost time with my family. I lost many friends. I lost my state of mind. And most importantly, I was living someone else's dream. I was promised happiness after reaching success, but all my hard work only rewarded me with a medal and a 5-minute speech. But with the inspiration of Sushant Singh Raput, however, I managed to realize the true meaning of success: excitement and now. Living by that has made me happy and truly successful. And I'm glad to say that I have been living in excitement and now every day since we came back to school in person. In a short amount of time, I've created so many unforgettable memories and friendships, like the time I almost fell into a rapid river while fishing, every time I got hurt playing sports, and that time I stripped down to my underwear to jump into a cold pool before prom. You know, normal high schooler stuff. I became closer friends with Andy, Leslie, Sunny, and Angie. I got closer with my teachers, and I'm the happiest I've been in a very long time. Every happy memory I have was created with the people I value and care for, not by the recognition or grades. We unfortunately lost 2 members of the class of 2021 whom we created memories with and who reminded us to live in excitement and now. Mitchell Copeland and Lamera McClain were those people, and they will continue to live on in our hearts and memories for all the joy they brought to this cruel world. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor their lives. Thank you. If you can get anything from this speech, anything, please know that the true success is excitement and now. Let everything else, like recognition, money, or titles, be a side effect of that success. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Alex. At this time, I welcome our valedictorian, Angie Sanchez Flores.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for a voice sounding like this. I recently lost it, but it's slowly coming back. Before I start my speech, I want to thank the teachers that helped me look over my speech, as well as my parents, my family in Guatemala, and God himself for guiding me to this point in my life. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Angie Sanchez, and I'm proud to be representing the class of 2021 as valedictorian. I would like to start by acknowledging a few important people. First, please give a round of applause to all the teachers, principals, deans, support staff, janitors, and cafeteria staff. Without you all and all that you do, we would not be here today. Secondly, I would like you to join me in giving a round of applause to all of our families, guardians, and all of the grown-ups who supported us throughout these 4 years. Finally, please give yourselves a round of applause, class of 2021. We finally did it. Thank you all for everything. To be honest with you, I have actually been planning out this speech for years. My 8th grade year, I was valedictorian, and since then, I told myself I would work hard for the next few years in order to be valedictorian again in high school. During that year, I watched a valedictorian speech given by Carl Aquino where he solved the Rubik's Cube as he spoke about his experience in high school. So my goal for high school, besides earning good grades, was to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube so I could also solve it as I gave my speech. Let's just say I solved one of 2 goals. I still don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm sure that you will agree that this year has been very different in many ways. When COVID-19 first hit last year in March, I felt so bad. I always had the tendency to get along well with upperclassmen, mostly because I was taking advanced classes filled with juniors and seniors. Not only did my friends lose their last few months of senior year, but they also lost their prom, their senior trip, and even their graduation. They were lucky enough to have a drive-through graduation, which is obviously not the same, but it's the thought that counts. Looking back now, I was so wrong. I never in a million years imagined that a global pandemic would take over our senior year, the one year that everyone looked forward to. Like I said, I felt so bad for the class of 2020, but I always told myself, it sucks for them, but at least I get to go back to school soon. But I quickly realized that maybe we weren't going back to school anytime soon. We had the worst odds stacked against us, but here we are, class of 2021, also known as the pandemic kids. This year showed me many things. First, it showed me how hard it is to stay motivated when you're doing schoolwork on a computer at home, laying down on a super comfortable couch. I wasn't learning like before, but instead going through a routine, waking up, eating breakfast, joining class, having lunch, going back to class, turning off my computer, taking a nap, waking up, turning in assignments before 11:59, and then going back to sleep. It was a tough year, especially when you enjoy talking to teachers and hanging out with your friends more than doing work after school. Secondly, it showed me how dedicated our teachers are. I mean, sometimes it took them a while to respond to our emails, but it's understandable. If being a student in the global pandemic was hard, being a teacher was 10 times harder. It's hard to teach where only 4 of your 20 or so students join your virtual class with no camera on or no microphone. Our teachers were basically talking to a blank screen, hoping that someone on the other side was listening. It was almost like they were trying to see if there was a paranormal presence in the room. Hello? Are you there? Make a noise if you can hear me. Although there were challenges along the way, our teachers still gave it their all. Lastly, it showed me how truly strong we are as a class. We were out of school for a year and came back for about 3 months like it was nothing. Look at us now. The pandemic kids are finally graduating. Although we all come from different situations, different backgrounds, different stories, and different struggles, we all strive to be successful and happy. I would not be standing here in front of you all if it wasn't for my parents. My father came here 25 years ago looking for a better life. Coming to a new country at such a young age and not knowing the language was hard, but he soon found a somewhat stable job. My mother came a few years after, 5 years to be exact, looking for the same goal. My parents actually knew each other back in Guatemala, but my dad was too shy to ever make a move. My parents sacrificed their home, their families, and their lives so their children could one day live a life without any worries. All my hard work and accomplishments are for my mom and dad. I hope to continue making you proud, and for my younger sister, Jessica, I hope to help you throughout your journey and continue to be a great role model. I know you will one day achieve your goals. My heart goes out to all the immigrant families who came here to give us a better opportunity at a brighter future with all their hard work. We truly are the backbone of this country as we all contribute to America. My first day of Glencliff was nerve-wracking. I did not know where my classes were, who the teachers were. I saw familiar faces, and I had no clue what was going on. My last day at the Cliff was quite the opposite. I was running up and down the hallways saying my goodbyes to all my teachers. I never believed in the saying, time goes by fast, until now. These past 4 years have been the best years of my life so far, filled with foundational learning, well-taught life lessons, and special moments. If only they had lasted a little longer. I will never forget walking in every morning and being greeted by all my teachers. Seeing their happy faces with their bright smiles made me so happy. Laughing on the field with the soccer team because we were so nervous for our games. How out of breath I was after each cross-country meet and being greeted at the finish line with bottled water because my teammates were faster than me. Our pep talks before and after each basketball game. How much fun I had just picking up a tennis racket and hitting balls around the court with my teammates, although throwing balls at them was quite fun too. I will never forget feeling like I could be my true self whenever I walked into Peace Team, the stress and chaos before events as ambassadors, but also the feeling of satisfaction after each and every event because we had done a spectacular job. The knowledge about college I learned through attending Escalera each week and how my friends within Best Buddies could turn any bad day into an awesome day. And I will never forget my favorite service project with ITOB, boxing up soap made from goat's milk and meeting the goats. I will never forget losing twice in a row to my academy principal, Mr. Hall, in our annual teachers versus students tennis match. Stags, almost funny dad jokes at the end of each day. The nice blue friendship card that Sandra gave me. Cavaliers' great stories. Mr. Baker's one-of-a-kind music. Make sure to check out his new album called Reset on Spotify. walking into Dr. White's classroom each day during PLT to borrow his Uno cards, Mr. Molstad's delicious pancakes, seeing the students and teachers dress up for Halloween, showing our school spirit during pep rallies, hanging out with the Sheesh and Down Terrible friend group, playing soccer with my great friend Louise, tagging along with Andy, who I have actually known since kindergarten because I needed a ride, meeting my soulmate Leslie, who for some reason was afraid of me last year, becoming best friends with Sunny, the kindest and most caring boy ever, and overall having such a fun time at school with my best friends Hanisa and Francisca, but never choosing a day to hang out after school because we were so indecisive, being recommended beautiful books by Miss Fitz, meeting my new Peace Team facilitator, Miss Lily, trying to become TikTok famous with Miss Kelly, receiving guidance from all my favorite teachers as I applied to college, becoming close with my competition, Alex, but I think it's obvious as to who won, and having such an amazing 4 years of high school alongside the rest of my senior friends and teachers. I honestly had a hard time writing this speech. Although I had been planning it out for years, it took me so long to actually write it when the moment finally came. I wanted to talk about so many things, but I also had a specific time limit. The deadline for this speech was Tuesday. I turned it in Thursday. Hard to believe, right? Glencliff's valedictorian, missing an important deadline. I think I took so long to write the speech because I wanted it to be perfect. The fact that I was stressing about schoolwork, exams, and finalizing grades for the school year also had a part in that. But going back to the Rubik's Cube, maybe life is like the Rubik's Cube. You plan everything out, every move, every side, every color, but not everything goes to plan. It may take you some time to get where you want or to solve the Rubik's Cube, but eventually you learn and you get closer and closer to finally solving it. When we look into our future, we see ourselves as happy and successful, but you need to work hard in order to get to that point. Our goals are outcomes, not steps, when it really should be the other way around. Like Coach Cavalier said to me, our future is on the other side of the bridge. We just have to work our way across to get there. And like Mr. Baker said, life is like your email. If you let it go for a while, it becomes too much. We are not done yet. This is a great milestone in our lives, and it calls for celebration. We may all go our separate ways, but I hope to find you again one day. I wish you all the best with whatever you choose to do from here on out, and I hope you all chase your dreams and one day achieve all your goals. Always remember to live in the moment. Love you all, and may we cross paths again. Before I go, I want to take a quick video. Here's to class of 2021. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and thank you.
Each year, it's been my honor to recognize several students that receive the Principal Award. And every year it's hard. It's one of the hardest things I have to do to narrow down a group, take from a group of extraordinary people and pick two people that I think really exemplify servant leadership, that are always there doing for others and rarely asking for anything of themselves. So this year, the recipients of the Principal's Award are Brianna White and Shamso Hussein. I'll meet you up front. I'm definitely not going to take long, but want to take a moment. Because as I look back on this class, you could really say it was a year of loss. Lost friends, lost classmates, lost family members, lost relationships, lost time. We could dwell on that. We could let that be what defines us. We can let that be what runs who we are as we leave this place. But I'm going to tell you, if you're sitting in this room today, you're a winner. You have won at perseverance. You have won at rigor, at grit, at sticking to something through the hardest of times. And because of that, I'm very proud to say that myself, my leadership team, and my faculty are beyond proud that you're sitting here today. I have to be honest, I've never been a huge soccer fan, but something about Glencliff boys soccer gets me excited about soccer. And as we had our Nashville professional team playing tonight, I was really thinking about how to tie that in. And to wrap up, just the quick things I wanted to say, there's always been one quote about success that has stuck out to me. And that is by Pele, a famous soccer player. And he said, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, it's love of what you are doing or what you're learning to do." My hope for each of you as a graduate is that you pursue love, that you find what you're passionate about, that becomes your driving force. If there's anything this pandemic taught me, it's that those around me that I love and cherish the most are the memories and the hopes and the dreams that I want for the rest of my life. So as you move forward, keep love as your goal, and everything else will follow. So enough from me. I know it's ready and time for you guys as we begin the awarding of our diplomas. As our graduates begin to come around, just a quick reminder to all of our guests, we do want you to cheer as your graduate crosses the stage. Also a reminder for the end of the ceremony, please make sure that you do stay seated till after their sessional, and we will begin dismissing by sections and let you know where graduates will exit. So at this time, once again, we're going to begin the awarding of the diplomas.
I can begin, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin with the Ford Academy of Business and Innovation. First up, Hanisa Adam Mohammed. Maria Arauz Mendoza. Alexander Antonio Arevalo. Carol Betancourt Benitez. Yulisa Tatiana Benitez Bonilla. Alyssa Renee Burris. Michelle Calderon. Quentin DeMontre Carter. Markel Dudley. Isabella Catherine Eberhardt. Diaviana Feltz. Helen Cirey Grijalva Lobo. Michelle Emelina Guevara Sandres. Evelyn Hernandez. Dylan Hurt. Lady Diana Hurtado Gómez. Juan Carlos Jiménez García. Oscar Juárez. Gosam Lian. Ana María López. Jennifer Amarilis López López. Majak Joseph Madut. Jack Roberto Mairena Obando. Alyssa E. Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Lamera McLean, her sister Tamaya McLean. David Antoine Magruder. Jose Alberto Nolasco Rivera. Amisadai Deyanira Ortiz Rubio. Salman Osman. Jabari James Patton. Jocelyn Itzel Rivas Sanchez. Antonio Michael Rose Hernandez. María de Los Ángeles Sánchez López. Thomas Turner. José Renis Velázquez Álvarez. Giovanni Alexander Ventura. Paula Beatriz Vigil. Ángela Maribel Vilorio Álvarez. Niang San Vung. Asia Marchanel White. Brianna Elisa White. Saliban Mohammed Yusuf. Edgar Reinaldo Zuniga Ramos. Janaya Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the graduates of the Academy of Agriculture, Automotive, and Technology. Ana Serai Aguilar Vilches. Mohammed Ahmed. Helen Ulesi Alegria Romero. Brandon Alvarado. Samuel Alexi Amaya. Vanessa Armas. Angie Michelle Borjas Alvarado. Jefferson Jesus Quichek Saban. Alejandra Campos Delgado. Matthew Lee Castellanos. Sarah Mia Castillo. Sunny Chittafong. Elvis Diaz Morelos. Naomi Latia Dodd. Uriel Duque Mota. Ibaru Fregoso. Kevin Galvan Del Carmen. Nathaniel Raphael Gray. Jacqueline Gualderrama. Eduardo Gualderrama Torres. Ashlyn Nicole Harris. Brian Cristobal Enriquez. Samuel Andres Herlain. Miriam Hernandez. Yusuf Samir Sami Ibrahim. Belmari Jimenez Fernandez. Elias Lado. Michael Daniel Lamb Crow. Tyreek Lewis. Wendeley Lobo Castro. Jerry Mauricio Lopez. Gracia Esmeralda Lopez Ramirez. Rosangel Martinez Hernandez. Keith Quinez Miller. Jennifer Miranda. Jasmine Mackenzie Mitchell. Michaela Jade Mitchell. Yaya Mohammed Moline. Edgar Nahera Romero. Sophia Alexandria Nelson. Andy Van Nyo. Holly Mai Win. Mercedes Suzette Nolasco Treminio. Omar Omer. Freddie Josue Osorio Sanchez. Xander Chase Wyatt Overton. Om Patel. Jin Pill. Destiny Portillo. Dalila Sarai Renderos. Andy Daniel Rico. Eric Mauricio Romana Pereira. Alex Salas Rosales. Elaf Tahir Saleh. Angie Judith Sanchez Flores. Leslie Nicole Sandoval. Derek Rogelio Serrano. Lauren Sharif Shesmutin. Jose Francisco Silva. Daviel Di Maio Smith. Habiba Taufik. Mang Tung. Daniel Vasquez Murillo. Dursum Yassin. Bejar Yunus.
And now, the graduates of the Academy of Health and Hospitality. Tabitha Abera. Angeli Jaleesa Aguilar. Francisca Rebecca Aguilar. Muna Al-Humeidi. Allison Maciel Arauz Tellez. Inez Marisol Arevalo. Rajat Barwari. Angelise Coretta Bonds. Yasmin Brana. Lenin Adolfo Caceres Licona. Danny Castro Brizuela. Julia Elizabeth Dardon. Marlon Jair Del Cid. Asha Fayola Eason. Fanu Esther. Madeline Grisel Ferrofino Velasquez. Akram Sabir Gad. Kayla Yesenia Garcia. Jaden Alexander Gleaves. Carla Daniela Gonzalez. Haley Paige Grove. Myrna Hannah. China Charisse Hart. Delquise Hernandez Aguilar. Jada House. Shamso Hussein. Aniso Ahmed Ibrahim. Elijah Jones. Madrea Morningstar Keyser. Helen Ismail Kucher. Natalie Mia Ledesma. Brandon De Jesus Limon Robles. Jonathan Macias Delgado. Muhammad Mahamoud. Susanna Maharos. Yadira Maldonado. Luis Angel Martin del Campo. Lisbeth Guadalupe Mejia. Dontavius Lee Santos Miller. Vincent Ricomar Nieto. Camelia Noor. Muhammad Noor. Kevin Ochoa Flores. Maria Orozco Mojica. Andy Raven Pacheco. Lisbeth Guadalupe Parada. Yasmin Quinones. Clarice Soraya Ramirez Rodriguez. Luis Emmanuel Reyes Rodriguez. Melanie Rose Reyna Perez. Michael Lee Reinholtz III. Cesar Ronaldo Roca Garcia. Itzel Rocha. Tanya Lisbeth Rodriguez Ruiz. Stephanie Nicole Sanchez Rivera. Yesenia Santos Revilla. Priyanka Shankar. Yasmin Amaya Shelton. Brianna Sky Shivers. Miguel Angel Torres. Perla Yadira Ursua. Sarai Vargas. Ayana Lynette Walker. Reginald Lee Ward. Kendall Page Weatherspoon. Britton Alexandria Andorra Williams. Young. Sumayo Muhammad Youssef.
We're going to wait 1 minute for our graduates to finish their photo opportunity before we finalize the graduation. So give us 1 moment. At this time, I'm going to ask the class of 2021 to please rise. School board member, the records of these students have been found duly examined and found in accordance to the laws of the great state of Tennessee and the policies of the Metro Nashville public school system. I am proud to recommend the class of 2021 of Glencliff High School for graduation. I certify that each graduate has completed all the requirements necessary to receive their high school diploma with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges bestowed upon each graduate. At this time, I will ask our school board member, Ms. Frida Playa Peters, to come up and to confer the diplomas.
I'd like to thank you for this honor. This is my favorite graduation I've done so far. So as on behalf of the board, you are hope and resilience personified, and we're so proud of you. So on behalf of the Metropolitan Nashville Board of Education, it is my honor to certify this graduation process and rewarding of high school diplomas to the 2021 graduates of Glencliff High School. I further attest students receiving these diplomas today have met or exceeded all graduation requirements mandated by Metro Nashville Public Schools and the State of Tennessee Board of Education. The Board of Education graduates the students and their families and their loved ones. It has been an honor to have you in our schools. We wish each and every one the very best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, you deserve it.
At this time, if the graduates will move their tassel. Before we begin our dismissal and recessional, once again, we ask parents, please stay seated until all students have exited the arena. At that time, we will begin dismissing by sections and let you know where students will be meeting you after they receive their diploma. Thank you. All families still in. We ask that you meet your students out in the grassy area. They'll be coming out of the area H1 on the lower level, so you can meet your graduate out there in the grass area right outside the front of the Municipal Auditorium. Thank you all for your attendance today.